Hi, I'm Khanh, and I'm the current IVP, or Internal Vice President, at NorCal UVSA. So I was raised in San Jose in Cupertino, but it really wasn't until a couple of years ago that I began to actually participate in the Vietnamese community in a meaningful way. And I feel like it was really through this position that I began to actually give back to it in the way that I literally always wanted to. On top of UVSA stuff, I go to school at UC Santa Cruz and De Anza College, where I study computational math and comp sci. So I actually used to be an ICC rep for UCSC, and I was really inspired by the IVP at the time, Vân, who, on top of making ICC feel like a family, she really provided a lot of opportunities that made us realize, what we're doing is actually bringing tangible benefit to a lot of people. And that was a really beautiful realization to come to. And so when I had the opportunity to take on her role, I kind of jumped at it because I was so down to pass on her torch of making spaces of all sizes where folks felt, empowered to help out in any way that they could. So on top of managing just general internal affairs, the main role of IVP is to facilitate ICC, which stands for Intercollegiate Council, which is made up of representatives from every single one of our constituent schools. And so basically I'll be passing information between ICC and Eboard. So if we have an Eboard event going on, then I'll pass it down to ICC. If we have an ICC project going on, I'll check in with Eboard about it to make sure it fits in with our values and mission. And so on that train of thought, something we got going on right now actually is we're setting up a Discord server for y'all, which I feel like is going to be really helpful, especially now that we have the shelter in place going on. So keep an eye out for that. So I feel like I'm the kind of person that really needs a strong internal directive to function properly. So I feel like for me, that main motivation is just whenever I catch up with people that I met through NorCal, and it's just amazing to watch them flourish and grow, and beyond that, to watch them become more and more invested and more involved in the Vietnamese American community, because it's like, not to sound egotistical, but may have played a part in that, but it's just really amazing to watch, and it really keeps me going. So I could list some general expectations, like show up to meetings and whatnot, but I feel like a really main and fundamental expectation has to do with the fact that as an IVP, you're curating spaces for other people. And so I think that expectation is to be aware of your actions and your thoughts whenever you're in those spaces, because your actions and thoughts are literally going to be affecting how people perceive and how comfortable they feel in those spaces that you create. And whether that space is like ICC or Eboard or, at any of the events that we put on, they're all equally important. Why would anyone run for IVP? Well, if you like to make events and projects and initiatives that literally put smiles on people's faces and make people excited to come out and make people excited to participate in our community, in our larger community, you should definitely apply, because that's basically what we do, and it's literally the most gratifying work that I've ever done. And if you like gratifying work, you should apply.